Greetings, everybody. I am Rufio Bangarang, and welcome to Wolfinia. Well, Wolfinia's over there. We'll make our way to Wolfinia in just a minute. Right now, I do want to spend a little bit more time at Wharf, where we spent some time last episode, because I did some stuff in between episodes, and I also have some stuff to do that I should have done last episode and didn't. For instance, we need to fix this mess right here. As you can see, not everything is connected. And when your solenoids aren't connected to your capacitors, guess what? They ain't gonna work, right? So we need to go ahead and make sure everything here is operational. I swear, who'd have thought hopping in between alternate realities would be such a pain in the butt? Yeah. See this right here? This is why I wasn't getting any reception on my TV. Now, obviously, this is going to be a widespread problem throughout all of Wolfinia, but that's fine. You know, it's just a matter of updating the blocks, and we will do this as needed when we see blocks in need of updating. Now, as far as stuff I did do between episodes, you can see I've added a cactus over here. We now have an item disposal system in case items do come in too fast for this little hopper to handle. If that is the case, they'll back up into this hopper back here, which feeds into this hopper, but if both these get filled up, then items are getting destroyed by the cactus. Now, it is kind of a crude way to make sure we don't get backed up with our items here, but it'll work. Now, there is some other stuff we still need to take care of, because we did leave kind of a mess here when we left last episode down here in our Guardian farm, and yes, I said we. You and me and the Iron Golem. But we left a ton of scaffolding down here, along with an entire floor of usable packed ice that we could reclaim for other projects since they no longer serve a purpose now that we have that blocked off. So, I need to reclaim all this scaffolding, all this packed ice, and I figure that is probably something we should do before leaving Wharf. So, at this point, let's go ahead and call the drone on over here, put on a little bit of music, and get to work. Welcome back, everybody. I think the Guardian farm is done for now, because we have removed all of the packed ice, the entire floor, in fact, down here beneath the Guardian farm. And I know it is kind of a mess, right? But I'm not going to do anything with this mess right yet, because there is a possibility that we could repurpose this for something else in the future. If we have any other aquatic-based farms we want to build, well, down here is probably the perfect place to build them. Now, I don't have any plans for down here as of yet, but we do got the space reserved. So that is going to do it for us for Wharf as of right now. We are going to bid farewell to our Guardian farm for the time being and turn our attention back to Wolfinia. Now, as we've been working with withers and getting our wither roses lately, that got me thinking about beacons. Now, we have a lot of beacons here in Wolfinia, and they have been indispensable as our builds get bigger and bigger, taller and taller, right? But in Phase 3 of Wolfinia, Wolfinia also goes lower than it ever has before as well. And this is kind of a problem as far as how we have our beacons set up as of right now. Because, as of right now, the beacons are situated roundabouts Y level 50. Which is perfect, was perfect for what we were dealing with before. But you know, we got our power from that beacon beam, right? And that beacon beam extends upwards as far as it needs to, but it doesn't go down. So you will notice eventually as we descend further and further into the depths below Wolfinia, into the dangerous places where beacons might come in handy, that power goes away. So obviously we are going to have to lower our beacons, and I figure we might as well lower them as low as they can go, right? Maybe. I don't know, we probably won't go this low with them. But yeah, that's going to need to happen. And I have more plans for what we're going to do with these beacons, but you know, right now we're just figuring out our first steps. Now I've spent a lot of time here with our beacons in Wolfinia, and I can tell you that the way some of them are situated isn't perfect. So we're going to focus on the ones that we're not going to move, like this one right here, situated beneath the old rotunda. Now, since the X and Z coordinates of this beacon are pretty much where I want them to be, we're just going to focus on dropping this beacon down its Y-axis. Nope. This is fine. This is so fine. I think that's probably deep enough. Yeah. Now, I also was thinking on the way down here that maybe on top of deepening our beacons, we could maybe add more beacons and get more beacon powers, right? Because while jump boost is most beneficial to me as far as building goes, we're not always building. Eventually, we're going to have to come down here and light up all these dark caves. And when we do that, defense and regen would probably come in handy. Also, haste would be good from time to time. Not constantly, but occasionally. Now, given all the beacons we have here scattered about Wolfinia, deepening all of them, adding more beacons, and being able to turn some of them on and off is going to be kind of a pain in the butt. So, I don't want you to think that that's something we're going to be finishing in this episode. This is going to be a slow process, and our progress will be very gradual. And you know what? I'm going to make this even more difficult on myself, because occasionally I'm going to want to go down there to the beacons, right? And I'm also going to want to get back up. Now, rather than having a hole with ladders or scaffolding, maybe I'll want to do water elevators. Kind of expedite the process. Now, since I am going to need water to make my water elevators, I can get that from ice. This does give us the opportunity to see if another one of our farms is actually working. The ice farm over here at the Apostate Tower. Now, I don't see any reason why this wouldn't work, but given how the Apostates like to sabotage anything and everything involving Wolfinia, I wouldn't put it past them to do something over here. That's fine, we got all our water sources. We're good. Now, since we're going to want to have probably 3 beacons and a water elevator going up and a water drop coming down, a plus sign configuration seems to be the most optimal way of doing this. So I'm going to go ahead and dig that down, hopefully without incident. Actually, if there is going to be incident, we should probably be prepared for it, right? Ah, wonderful. That's just what I wanted. Okay. Probably just drop in some gravel right here and we'll be good. I ain't really worried about how the sides of this thing look. All I'm worried about is that it works. Crap. Couldn't just leave good enough alone, could you, Dodo? No. They make things more complicated than they need to be. That's how we do things here in Wolfinia. Apparently. Beacon relocation time. Finally. Now, I think today, we're only really going to be focusing on the beacons within the business district, because those ones are pretty much going to stay where they are. I need to give more consideration to the others. And we're only really going to do this one together. The other ones we'll call the drone out, you know, and hopefully give you guys a little bit of a better vantage point. But, you know, right now we're just trying to figure out how all this is going to work, solving problems, coming up with solutions. I feel like you guys should definitely hang out for that. Plus, you know, it gets kind of lonely down here in these holes. Yay! Diamonds! Love diamonds. I don't know what I need them for anymore, but I love them still. You know, it's funny. I just can't pass them up. Like, stuff that's actually useful to me, iron, redstone, lapis. Occasionally just can't be bothered in the middle of a project, you know? The diamonds, it's a whole nother story. All right, beacon is in place, and now we want to go ahead and start setting up our water elevators so I can get out of here. I think we are ready to ascend. So, got my jump boost, got my stone walls. What we're going to do is pillar up with these in the center, and that's going to divide, you know, the four corners of our plus sign right here, while leaving the beacon beam intact, so that way we still get, you know, our powers, right? And then we can go ahead and just let the water flow on down. Guess I really didn't need that ice, did I? And at least on the one that we're going to make into our up elevator, we can convert all of this water into source blocks using our kelp. Then we can get our soul sand in here. And we have bubbles. I like bubbles. And for our drop, we only really need water at the bottom here. Yeah, I think that should work. Okay. So, we can ascend the soul sand bubble vader all the way up to the top, and that probably provides us our quickest way out. And then our quickest way back down would be just to drop right here. Oh, this is sketchy. But we're fine. Wonderful. Now, as I was saying earlier, we have a lot of beacons here around Wolfinia. But what we did to the one beacon in the rotunda, we're only going to do that to the other beacons over here around the business district for right now. Additionally, and pay no attention to the fact that it looks like I'm halfway through a forthcoming time lapse as I'm filming this, we are going to place DD down here while we're working on the rest of those beacons to kind of let the silverfish spawn and build up in the end. You cool with that, DD?
As Wolfred Wolfin's commands, I exist to serve Wolfinia.
Excellent. That's what I like to hear. Me too, DD. Me too. So, we've got some beacons to build over in the business district of Wolfinia. That's the wrong way. That's fine. We got some beacons to build. The drone is already over at the business district of Wolfinia. So at this point, let's go ahead and put on a little bit of music and get to work. Welcome back, everybody. I'm happy to report that 4 of Wolfinia's beacons have been relocated. And it's only these 4 right here, the 3 in the business district, the 1 in the waterside district. As I said, all the rest of these can wait till later. Now, we do only have jump boost on these beacons. I will have to make up additional beacons to get the additional beacon effects, but that's not something I'm worried about right now. All I want to do was get our way up, our way down, and reserve space for those future beacons. So, I mean, you already saw how we get down and up, but let me go ahead and bring you through that process again, just because, you know, it's fun. Oh wait, this is how I get back up. Now I go over here. Yeah, there we go. Now, as I said, I'm done with the beacons for right now. I will need some time to formulate plans for the other beacons, and there's going to be more to it than just what we've done right here. But I'll tell you about that later. Now, as far as what we're going to be doing for the rest of this episode, you saw me put DD over there by the silverfish spawner about halfway through that time lapse. And that's because I want to do some work on our Wither Rose farm today, because we have been making strides to optimize it over the past few episodes. And today, I really do want to get that thing, you know, finished. Like finished. Like actually working good. Brace yourselves, folks. It's gonna be a mess. Holy crap! Holy crap! Let me out! Okay, fine. I'll go this way. Dang it! Okay. Hi, how did you guys get over here? Wow. Okay. Wow. That is, something that we're gonna need to address. And this is also... Yeah, this is normal. This is fine. This is absolutely fine. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so I got rid of the drop. We're going to use poison potions to pre-damage our silverfish. I don't know. I'm kind of at a loss for words here. I'm going to just kind of hang out for a little while and wait for all these guys to get where they need to be. Like they're having a little trouble squeezing in there. Well, the silverfish are tapering off now, so we can go ahead and make our way over here and try to figure out how we're going to deal with this mess. Oh my goodness. How am I going to place my wither skull? Yo, no. Thinking. You know, we'll worry about the wither skull when it comes time to do that. Right now, we got some silverfish in need of potions. Huh? How you like that? You dirty little bugs. You want some more of that? I got some for you. There's plenty more where that came from. You know, we don't even need to have a Wither Rose farm. This itself makes a nice stress reliever, you know? This is my stress reliever farm. Yeah. Alright, well there's no way I'm gonna be able to place a skull from over here. If you remember the original plan, like I originally wanted to place a skull from up here, we might be able to make that work. Hold up a sec. Yes! There we go. Okay, that will work. We can do something with that. Alright, let's see how these silverfish react to the wither. Beautiful! Amazing! That is perfect. Here, so you guys don't feel left out. Oh, okay. We are making progress. Shush! My goodness. I'm trying to think over here. So we are definitely making good progress as far as this goes, because that's working great now. There are a few little bugs, forgive the pun, that we're going to need to work out. But this thing, as promised, you know? So first, we need to make sure these guys are contained, because the last thing we want here is an infestation. So hopefully something like this will work. I have plenty of ladders kind of spread out around here. That way, if I need to escape this way, I can do so. Hopefully without trailing a bunch of silverfish behind me. And also, I have this, my primary way out. Now, you guys need to go, because we also have some work that needs to be done in here. You two, no exceptions. And I guess we're just going to continue building the thing with more of the same block palette that the thing already has. Which means I am going to need to gather a bit more purple. So rather than chopping down a bunch of chorus plants, maybe it would make more sense to go ahead and dismantle some of these abandoned end city structures right here. Because, I mean, you know, they're abandoned. Who's going to miss them? Ow. 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 Yeah, I mean, this is definitely much more convenient. I mean, the end cities, it's not going to look good whenever we come out here. Just have, like, floating gravity-defying structures, but I mean, it's the end cities. Who cares, right? It's not my dimension, not my problem. It's kind of how I feel about the Wither Rose farm. I don't know, I might go back and make it look good one day. But for now, this is what it gets. I did not. I did not. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Stop it. Get off me. Stop it. No. Go away. Leave me alone. Yeah, that's what I thought. You weren't ready for that, were you? Where's your friend at? Hi. Get off me. And that should just about do it. Still not the prettiest structure in all of Wolfinia, but it will suit my needs, and basically my needs at this moment are Wither Roses for my black dye. So, we do have some silverfish coming in here. These guys will probably despawn by the time we get back. Definitely not enough. But I do now have my solution for putting on my wither skull right here. We just creep in, plant it right there in the middle. That should work, hopefully. But I am going to need to make up some more potions, some more poison potions, let some more silverfish in here. So, let's go ahead and make our way back to Wolfinia for a little bit. And there we go. That should just about suit our poison needs for today. Well, more than just for today. Because I got the shulker box full right here. I've got 9 in my inventory. But I don't think that Didi has had enough time to spawn enough silverfish for us to get a decent showing in the end. So what I'm going to do in the meantime is just a little bit of busy work. Some of the stuff I've been working on between episodes, trying to get my work sites all situated. Because as you can see, they are currently a mess, and we're going to need these organized before we start working on some of the big projects around here, right? So I'm going to go ahead and work on this for a little bit. Et voila! Check that out. I mean, I know it doesn't look much better, but trust me, it is. This is so much more organized than it was. But I am ready to leave it behind and make my way back to the end. Ow! What in the world? You know what? We're not going to make our way straight into the end. I do want to go pay Didi a little visit, because Didi has been over here by himself for quite a while. Just want to make sure everything's good with the robot.
I exist to serve Wolfin's laboratories.
Oh yeah, he's fine. That is 100% fine. As long as he's willing to serve Wolfin's laboratories, we're all good. All right, here we go. Owie! Yeah, look at that mess. That's a nice mess. All right, you guys know the deal. I'm going to hang out for a little while and wait for all these guys to make their way over to the Wither Rose farm, and then we will proceed with the Wither Rosening. But now it's time for my favorite part. Y'all hungry? Here. Owie. Oh, it stings. It stings. I got some. It's in my mouth. Ugh. It's so bitter. Here, you want some more? Y'all like it. Y'all drink it up. Do one more for good measure. Yeah, I think maybe about 6 or 7 of those potions gives us enough coverage to get pretty much all the silverfish in there. So now, let's go ahead and put on the wither skull. Ah, stuck. So I have to crouch down to get in and out of there so I don't actually fall in with all the silverfish. But here we go. Let's get a front row seat for this action. Oh! Beautiful! I don't know if I've ever seen anything so beautiful in all my life. How are we doing? Oh, I got a bunch of crap in here right now. Hold on, let me take all this mess out. And there's our wither roses coming in. Amazing. And there it is. That was a pretty good harvest. We got a couple silverfish in there, but we don't need their roses, and we do need the wither to be quiet. Let me shut him up. There we go. And we'll let the farm collect the nether star. It's not just a wither rose farm, it's a nether star farm as well. This is how we're going to load up on beacons. It did get collected, right? There we go. Wonderful. You know what? Gotta say, I don't really like the look of this thing. I am happy with how it functions. But that is going to do it for us today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please be sure to hit that little thumbs up button. Ow! That would mean a whole lot to me. And if you want to see more of Wolfinia, please remember to subscribe. But as always, I just want to thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I deeply appreciate it. And until next time, I am Pogo. No, it's a stick. Balto? Getting closer. Anyway, I will see you guys later.